So, guys, why does it feel like I don't pay this channel enough attention? Why does it feel like I snub this channel? Why does it feel like I don't give this channel my all the way I give my main channel? I call it main channel because I started that channel first before this one. My main channel, Nezerville. Come to think of it, are you guys following Nezerville? If you're not following Nezerville, please, I'm going to leave the link in the description box and maybe pin in the comment section. So please follow my main channel. I talk about trending issues, critical topics. It's a more serious channel, but in a fun way though. We talk about fun stuff, sha. Guys, I'm not in the best of moods tonight is night actually, and you guys might tell I might not be that very bubbly self. I'll try you, but I might not be that bubbly self. If you have 4 eyes, you might be able to tell. It has to do with my country and the just concluded elections and all the mess that happened there. I might talk about it on Nezerville, but not here. So let's just go to the business of today. Okay, so in my community post, I put up a picture of myself and my kids, and I told you guys to ask me anything, well, almost anything. And you guys asked me a lot of questions, but I observed that a majority of the questions are geared towards motherhood, postpartum, and all of that. It was a postpartum Q&A. Well, expectedly, since I just put to bed, a lot of people will be asking me questions regarding labor, motherhood, and all of that. So I'm here to answer them. So let me just go to my YouTube studio. I don't have them written or anything. I'll just read them as they came. All right. So lots of congratulations going on there. And this first question says, please, would you do a sit-down story time on your labor and delivery story? You guys know that I lost all my videos. I actually had that experience videoed, but since I've lost that tape, maybe, just maybe, I'll do a sit-down video on my labor and delivery. Okay, this one says, you're so blessed. I'm a mom of 3 boys myself, wishing for a baby girl. How much are you going to pay me for me to give you the formula? Let me send my account number. When you wire me, I'll tell you what I did. Thank you. So the next question, what is the most difficult part of being a new mom? The most difficult part about being a new mom? I think it comes with a lot of difficulties, but I don't like to call it difficulties because it's a kind of challenge that comes with plenty of blessings, or that you do, how do I explain it? It's a kind of challenge that is a blessing, a challenging blessing. So I think all of it, having an additional life that you're responsible for, is challenging. Dealing with your new body, your mother of 4 body, is challenging. The whole process of nurturing a newborn, feeding, breastfeeding for hours, changing diapers and all of that is challenging. But for me, what is most challenging for me actually is the sleep deprivation, because I'm such a sleep girl. Tempt me with anything in the world, but you see my sleep, I don't joke with sleep. That's my favorite thing in the world, sleep. So having to have my sleep cut short, waking up every hour to breastfeed is the most challenging part for me. Then the next question, do you see yourself leaving Neye and going back to work? How would you feel? Guys, if I tell you that I haven't thought about it, I am lying. I think about it, and when I do, my stomach churns and I usually have this lump in my throat, like with my boys, it has never been easy. Well, 9 to 5 moms, let me see your hands in the comment section. Drop your experience in the comment section too. It has never been an easy experience for me. From like 1 month, 2 weeks before I resume, I start feeling sober. A night before I resume, I start crying. Then when I resume, oh my god, that first week is always hell. All I think about is how to go home to my baby. And you might just be at the office and breast milk will start pouring out on your breast pad. I know there's this Igbo adage that says when breast milk starts flowing, it means your baby is crying or your baby is longing for you, you know. So it's always so emotional for me, leaving my baby in the hands of sometimes strangers, leaving my baby in the hands of people that I don't know whether they will cater to her as well as I do. It's usually a big challenge for me and for many working class moms, I guess. But what do? I'll just have to deal with it. But trust me, it's very difficult. How I'll feel very bad. I feel very sad. It's never easy. Okay, lots of compliments. Naya is growing wonderfully well. Thank you. Okay, let me go to the next question. This one says, which of your sons is the most affectionate to our princess? Guys. In fact, go now. He's not here. Maybe you're distracting me. See, Naya is just surrounded by obsession. She's surrounded with overwhelming love. Her mommy's love, crazy. Her daddy's own, crazy. Chinebrem, go away from there. Oh my God, he's peeping to know whether he's the one that will say, whether he's the one that will win that question. Well, for my sons, all three of them are totally obsessed with their sister. Like, they love her in their own different fashion. Okay, let me start with my first son. My first son is like big bro. Like, there's like 8 years between them, almost 9 years between them. So he's like big bro, like second dad to her. He helps me at night during weekends and when they're on holiday. We stay together up at night, catering to her. He helps me carry her, bilge her, change her diapers. He's like her nanny. He takes good care of her, puts her to sleep. Like, my son Chinemerem is so, if you've been following me right from when he was 5 years, you already know the kind of person he is. He's so hardworking. He acts years above his age. So he's like big dada to her, like daddy love. Then my second son, that one, I think I'll call him the less affectionate. He loves her in his own way, but he's not as expressive as the rest. Yes, not just to her. He's not as expressive naturally with emotions as the rest. He's more on the reserved side. Then my third son, oh my God, I think that's the one that is most crazy about her. I was thinking that he was going to be jealous, given that he was last born for a long time, but he's the one that the baby is shacking the most. Okay, this is beautiful. You guys look amazing. Our princess is growing fast. Yes, she is growing fast. Neze, do you see yourself giving Naya a sister in the future? You will not take the one you've seen. You're looking for another one. Hey God, is it biological sister or adopted sister? Which one? Please clarify in the comment section before I answer. Okay, this question says, if Naya was another boy, would you have tried again? No. I would have tried again. No. 5? I wouldn't have. Then how are you coping with snapping back after baby? Big question. Well, I might disappoint you, I might shock you. I'm not coping because I'm not trying to snap any back. I'm not physically ready. I'm not mentally ready. I don't think I'm even medically ready right now. Remember, I told you guys that this time around, I'm going to take it slow and I'm going to take my time. I put myself under a lot of pressure in my other kids. I start working out just like 2 months or less after procedure, but I'm not going to put myself under that much pressure. So I'm not snapping back. I still very much look pregnant, which is very fine by me. I'm not the kind of person that naturally just snaps back. They'll tell you as you're breastfeeding, your stomach is shrinking and you're just losing weight. No, my body does not work like that. It takes blood and sweat for me to calm down. Okay, when I'm done breastfeeding Naya, maybe after 6 months, then I would start working out. I will start dieting and doing all those things I know I do to lose weight. But losing weight and snapping back is always very difficult for me. I don't have that body that snaps back naturally. I have to work so freaking hard to snap back. So for now, I'm not doing anything to snap back. I'm eating well, I can nourish my baby, and I'm not exercising because I want to heal well, so no pressure. So Naya looks like her brothers. Well, are you sure? She looks like me? Hello. Hey, that even reminds me. So I pinned a comment in that post and I said that I'm making new enemies, and if you want to qualify to be one of my enemies, just say that Naya looks like her daddy, not me. And that's when I knew that in fact, people are not my friends. A lot of people, despite my threats, still had the impetus, the effrontery to say that Naya looks like her daddy. Oh my God, if I get you for junction, one trouser, me and you go enter. You know, go size us. You're telling me Naya looks like my husband. Hasn't he won enough? Look at all the boys. They all look like him. Then my baby girl. You're not saying my baby girl looks like my husband. if I catch you. I beg you, Jare, if you know that my daughter looks like me, just drop in the comment section. I'm going to be sharing puff puff round. You're going to get double portion, okay? So let me think outside the box. This is from my darling Natural Inspirations by Nekoda, and she said, do you like and enjoy poetry? Are you a poetic girl like me? It depends on who is writing the poem. And is the poem accompanied with money? Okay, like for example, if it's Valentine's Day and you write me only poem, I don't think I'm going to like that. You know, I'm a typical Igbo girl. What if the poem is accompanied with, you know, cash ego, one ego, or is accompanied with gifts, perfume? I would read the poem. I would even paste it on my wall. Anyways, don't mind me. Yes, I enjoy poetry, but I wouldn't lie, it's not my best genre of literature. Yeah, but I do enjoy it, and I appreciate some good poetry from people that I love, or from anybody at all. So please, Neze, don't be prompted by some questions and ask for more children. Thank God for what you have and ask God to give the one He's to give you to those that are looking for. I don't understand this question. Did I tell you that I want more children? Now, wow. Okay, so the next question here is, said, Neze, you're blessed. I would like to know if your husband was fully in support of you taking in for the fourth time, or was it solely your idea? Because I know you wanted your baby girl so bad. Good question. Was my husband in support? Well, let me just put it this way. I wanted it more. I wanted the pregnancy more than him. Left to him alone, he was fine. If I didn't ask for it, he wouldn't have asked. You understand? He was fine with what he had. So the initiation of going for the fourth missionary journey was from my side. All right, this question says, how are the boys handling their baby sister? Perfectly well. Do you have plans of having another baby? No, I don't. What are your plans for baby Chineye? What kind of plans? It's not just to give her, raise her up in the fear of God, give her good education, good upbringing, instill good morals in her. Which other plan again? I don't understand though. Good plans though. I don't understand the question, Sha. God loves you, Neze. Thank you. Did you plan the gender of your last baby? If yes, can you teach us? Okay, I'm going to do a video very soon about how the baby came. Yeah, just hang on for that video. How I manifested my daughter to life. I'm going to do it as a full video, or maybe incorporate it in a vlog or something, but I'm going to discuss that very soon. So subscribe if you're not, and stay glued for that one. So this one says, one enemy spotted. Princess is daddy's photocopy, and she's my carbon copy. Grace Mba, hi Neze. Have you ever had a misunderstanding between you and your mother-in-law before? Oh my God. Have we ever had a misunderstanding? We have never misunderstood each other. We love each other so much. We are very careful not to hurt each other. We respect each other's boundaries. There has never been any reason for us to misunderstand. I think there has only been one incident where I did something that hurt my mother-in-law, and that was that prank. I cannot stop talking about that prank. So many people didn't watch that prank. I pranked my mother-in-law that I was leaving her son to travel to another country. I didn't even say that I'm leaving her son completely. I just said that I and the kids want to go to US to live there. And she was like, will her son be here? I said yes. She said, will she be here? I said yes. Hey, it wasn't the funny thing. BP rose, you know, and all of that. So the shock was too much for her, and she didn't like the shock. It was too much for her. So I think that was the only time that such a thing has ever happened, and I had to take down the video because I love her so much. I don't like anything. That's why the video was going viral. It had already gotten to like 50,000 views in less than 2 days, but I just had to take it down because my relationship with my mother-in-law is so paramount. I can't risk it for nothing. So was there any position or gender selection process that got to your desired gender? Hey, snake in the monkey shadow. I thought we have talked about this position now. You have come again with this position. I said snake in the monkey shadow. If you know the position, drop in the comment section. Snake in the monkey shadow. That was the position. Well, I'll discuss that in that video. I promise you guys I'm going to talk about. How do you get your husband to contribute domestically or assist around the house? Well, I'm very fortunate in that regard that my husband does assist to the best that he can. In fact, he's very wonderful when it comes to domestic assistance. Maybe because he's an only son and he grew up with girls, or maybe because he's just a nice person and he knows that it will be overwhelming for me to do everything. So when he's around, he helps me a lot. I don't have to force him. But in situations where I feel like he's not helping me enough and I need more assistance, I will either tell him or I'll just change my face and start doing everything. Then he will know that I'm not happy. Then he will join me and help out. But basically, he helps a lot without. Should I even call it help? He takes part because the child is his own too. He takes part without being forced or urged to. Then the next question is, how do you balance the love and attention between your 4 children? Is it all going to Neye now without you knowing? Well, Neye is a newborn, so definitely there's more focus and attention on her. And it's a blessing that her brothers understand that I have to focus on her. She's more dependent than they are. She can't walk, she can't talk. So of course I'll have to spend more time with her. But the truth is that I just discovered that even if a mother has 10 children, she can love all of them deeply. Like I was thinking that, 4 children, how can you share the love around? There is enough love to go around. Seriously, I love all my children so deeply. The love I had for the other 3 have not depreciated since Naya came. Instead, it has even increased. So the love I have for all of them, I love all of them on different levels. My first son is like my helpmate, my buddy. We talk about things. My second son is my husband. I call him Dim because he looks so much like my husband. He has my husband's behavior, calm, empathic, easily likable. My third son, my former lastie, he's just I can't resist him. If it asks for in fact, there's no partiality. I love all of them. All right, so let's move on. Then, okay, this person is trying to console me that since my husband and I look alike, that you might not be able to tell who Naya looks like. Yes, my husband and I look alike, and it's not even due to long period of living together, as you see. My husband and I have always looked alike even before we got married. They're still sneaking around trying to hear the answer. Chinemere. Yes, you are my helper. So yes, I look like my husband's sisters and my brothers look like my husband. It's just the way God destined it to be. So I and my husband, we've always shared a similar face. So who knows, maybe Naya looks like both of us. Half bread is better than puff puff. Kamsi Chineyenwa. Oh, this is my baby's namesake. I love this commenter so much. I love this subscriber. She has always been dear to my heart. So Naya is asking, what was your reaction like when the scan told you it was a girl? Kai, you have reminded me of my lost tapes again. Oh, I had it on tape. I had my reaction recorded and I lost the clip. My first reaction was doubt because I didn't want to be too excited and now be disappointed. And I've heard that sometimes scans lie. You go here, they tell you it's a boy. You go there, they tell you it's a girl. Because I went too early, I was very anxious. So when I went the first time, it was too early. They said, Madam, it's too early. But from what we are seeing, it might be a girl. So it wasn't like a definite answer. So I was excited, but I didn't want to be too excited. Just in case I come back and they're like, oh, the penis is out. So when they told me that first time, I just held on to hope. I was happy but not too happy. Then I came back after another 6 weeks and it was clear that it was a baby girl. Oh God, I couldn't contain my emotions. I told him, please check again. Oh my God, check again. Are you sure? Show me the vagina. Show me. How do you know? Show me. The excitement was much. It was too much. I was like, even when I came home, I laid down on the floor. I was shouting. Oh God, I was so excited. So what are you doing differently, and what do you plan on doing differently in raising your girl and last child? What am I doing differently? Am I doing anything differently? I don't think so. Maybe as she grows, I'll start distinguishing how to raise a boy from how to raise a girl. Right now she's still small, so it's still the normal feed them, dress them, bathe them. There's no distinction now. When did you start YouTube, and what was your motivation? From Lillian Batch. Is this the original Lillian Batch? Is this the actress Lillian Batch? Okay, so I started YouTube about, was this 3 years or 4 years? And it was my husband that started the channel for me. He was the one that created the channel, designed my channel art, everything, bought me my equipment, encouraged me to start YouTube. I didn't know what YouTube was. I just had the passion to talk and motivate people and teach people. That was my motivation. I didn't know that YouTube pays. It was when I got into YouTube that I was now told that YouTube pays money. So these children just distracted me. I don't even know where I stopped, but it's my husband that drove me to start YouTube. So many thanks to Daddy View. Okay, so this one says most people cry after birth due to happiness. That's tears of joy. Please, did you experience that? Did I cry? I think tears fell out of my eyes. So let me drop this video for you guys.
Let's fly away, just you and me. I need a little break from the city. It's been so long since we've been gone. I wanna feel that summer feel, but I don't wanna go if you ain't with me. Let's make a home, be all alone. So tell me, baby, where would you like?
That was like a few minutes after Chineye was born. I was so emotional. You know, there's a level of emotionality that you get to that you will even find tears, you won't even see. I was beyond the tears phase. I was like, Jesus, is this girl my own? Baby girl, my daughter. I looked for tears, I didn't see tears. I think a few tears dropped though. Okay, this comment said my baby is my mother-in-law as a baby. Well, it's very possible because my second son is a split image of my mother-in-law. How do you cope with the inquisitiveness of kids during pregnancy of Neye? I was answering the best I could, but there are some that will ask me. I'll just say, go and ask your father. Baby, mommy, where is baby going to come out from? Ask your father. Will you go back to work after the fourth baby? Yes. Okay, then this, how is sex after a baby? How long after delivery should you try having sex again? And after delivery, if you don't feel like sex anymore, how can you get your feelings back for your husband? These questions are heavy, but they're very important. How long after delivery should you try having sex again? Well, it depends. It depends on your healing process. Some people have a vaginal birth and they have painful tears. That's, it's common sense that nothing should go inside there. While some have CS and they heal faster than others. So it depends on your progress. But on the average, I think 1 month should be okay for you to be good to go. Except maybe you are still in pains, then your husband has to understand. Then if you don't feel like sex anymore, how can you get your feelings back for your husband? I think I have to make a separate video for this kinds of questions. And I'm thinking of someone like Nello, Okeke, or Adeze Space to collaborate with on this question. Having sex again after especially multiple births can be very challenging because one, your body doesn't look like what it used to. You might be dealing with body insecurities, which is a fact. Two, you're just overwhelmed taking care of so many children. So many factors why you might not even feel like having sex. So your husband just has to be patient. He has to, make you understand that you're still beautiful. You two have to be confident. And I think it's just a topic for another day, but it takes work. And lastly, has your husband's love for you reduced? Has he now channeled his woman love to his daughter instead of you? Okay, my husband is having a very difficult time in this regard because my daughter is, is giving him woto. Before my daughter came, I told him that, I know that girls are usually attached to their, but the kind of bond and affection and love and connection I have with my daughter, she will be closer to me. She will be jet towards me more. He said, lie, daughters are always closer to their fathers. He was bragging. My dear brothers and sisters, since I had my baby is more attached to me than him. So he has been totally heartbroken He has been saying don't worry, it's because she's still small. When she gets older, she will divert to me. I'll become her favorite parent. We're still watching. I told him, lie, this one are my own. Go. That's good. This one are my own. So we have been having this battle, this fun, happy battle with Neye. Well, I wouldn't say he has diverted his love, but it's obvious that he has another woman in his life now. It is so obvious. And one day I sent him a picture of I and Neye when we went for immunization, and he was like, "Ow, so beautifully thin." And I was thinking that my husband was talking about me, and he was like, "Just look at my daughter. She is perfect." And I was like, "Bro," and I'm like, "Hello, didn't you see me in that picture? Like, you are complimenting your daughter, you left me. Hello, wife here." It was so funny, but yeah, it is what it is. We're not jealous. Let him. There's enough love to go around, actually. Yes. And that was our last question. Well, on YouTube, I couldn't take any questions on Instagram. So sorry. I always prefer the questions to be dropped here on YouTube. But maybe some other time I will take those questions on Instagram in maybe a vlog or something. So guys, we have finally come to the end of today's video. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not in the best of moods, like my country, but it is well. It is not well, but we'll say it is well. It is well. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Do let me get your thoughts and your comments and your contributions in the comment section. Okay, if you have more questions, you can drop them. I can take them in another video. Okay, thank you so much guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, drop your comments in the comment section, turn on your bell notifications, and stay glued for our next one. It's me again, your girl Barrister Neze Peperempe, and this is Neze Peperempe. Bye guys.